Let's cut the sugarcoating. Buying a new RV in 2025 is like lighting a pile of cash on fire and hoping it rolls straight. The prices are through the roof, the build quality is in the gutter, and what used to be a symbol of freedom and adventure has turned into a giant, overpriced headache on wheels. People are shelling out over $100,000 for rigs that can't survive their first camping trip without something breaking. Meanwhile, the manufacturers are still patting themselves on the back, and the dealers? They're more interested in unloading junk than making things right. Throw in campground fees that make five-star hotels look like a bargain, and it's no wonder folks are bailing out of this lifestyle left and right. If you're thinking about buying a new RV right now, this is your wake-up call. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly why the RV market is in shambles, from garbage construction to inflated prices, to a camping system that's been hijacked by greed. Let's get into it. Walk into almost any RV dealership in 2025, and you'll see rigs that sparkle under the lights, shiny paint, flashy graphics, big screens, and slick sales pitches. But what's hiding underneath that polished shell is a different story altogether. Today's new RVs are built like garbage. That might sound harsh, but ask anyone who's owned one in the last few years. They'll tell you it's the truth. The stories are everywhere. Doors that don't latch, slides that won't close, plumbing that leaks after a weekend, roof seals that fail in the first storm, drawers falling apart, windows that rattle, and trim that peels off within months. Some folks spend their first trip in a brand new RV just finding out how many things are broken, missing, or just plain wrong. And it's not limited to one or two budget brands. This is across Class A, Class B, Class C, fifth wheels, and travel trailers. The quality issues are systemic. What's behind it? Mass production, cheap parts, and a workforce that's undertrained and rushed. Many of these RVs are slapped together as fast as possible to meet dealer demand and manufacturer sales targets. There's no time for quality control, no time for proper testing, and no real pride in the craftsmanship. It's become about quantity, not quality. And once that RV is in your driveway, it becomes your nightmare. Warranty support is a mess. Parts can take weeks or even months to arrive. Dealers are overloaded with repair backlogs. Owners report waiting 3, 6, even 9 months for basic fixes. Some give up and start fixing things themselves just to salvage their camping season. You shouldn't have to be your own repair tech when you've just dropped $100,000 or more on a new rig. Even worse, once that warranty is up, you're on your own, facing a mountain of repairs for a unit that's barely a few years old. That's not just frustrating, it's financially brutal. You're stuck paying high monthly payments, rising insurance costs, storage fees, and now you're also spending your weekends tracking down roof sealant and replacement parts. The bottom line is this: buying a new RV in today's market is a gamble. You're just as likely to end up with a lemon as you are with a reliable coach. And when so many owners are saying, "never again," after their first RV purchase, it's a clear sign that something's broken in this industry. Until manufacturers slow down, invest in quality, and start building with integrity, buyers need to be extra cautious. The shine might fool you at first, but underneath it's just cheap glue, bad wiring, and a whole lot of regret. If you haven't looked at new RV prices lately, prepare yourself. A basic Class C motorhome now easily breaks 6 figures. Even a simple travel trailer can run you $40,000 or more, depending on the brand and floor plan. Want something a bit fancier? You're looking at $150,000, $200,000 or more. Before you even add in taxes, registration, or that must have extended warranty. RV prices are out of control. And the crazy part is, they're not getting better, they're getting worse. The frustrating part? The quality isn't following the price tag. In fact, it's going in the opposite direction. You're paying more than ever before for RVs that are built with cheaper materials, worse construction, and almost no attention to detail. The cabinets look great until you open them. The walls feel solid until you notice the staples sticking out. The roof might leak before you even make it home from the dealership. That's not just disappointing, it's outrageous. Manufacturers blame inflation, labor shortages, supply chain issues, anything they can say to justify the cost hikes. But when you spend $120,000 on a coach and the microwave door doesn't shut right, you start to wonder if you're getting ripped off. And you are. It's not just the price of the rig either. Campground fees are skyrocketing, with some places charging $100 or more per night. Storage costs are rising, fuel isn't cheap, and maintenance expenses are all over the place. By the time you tally everything up, owning an RV can cost you more per year than a luxury vacation abroad, and you still have to fix it yourself when it breaks down. For a long time, RVs were sold as a more affordable, flexible way to travel. Now it's turned into a rich man's hobby, except you're not even getting the quality that kind of money should buy. Buyers are starting to realize they're paying top dollar for what amounts to mass-produced junk on wheels, and people are pushing back. Used RVs are becoming more attractive, especially those built before the quality crash of the past few years. Others are skipping the RV market altogether and building out vans, box trucks, or even school buses because at least they know what they're getting, and they know how to fix it. If the industry doesn't adjust soon, it's going to implode. You can't keep raising prices and cutting corners without losing your customer base. People are waking up, and the ones who've already been burned, they're not coming back. Not until RVs start living up to the price they're asking. Right now, it's all sizzle, no steak, and buyers are done getting cooked.
Remember when you could roll into a campground, hand over $20, and have a peaceful spot under the stars? Those days are long gone. In 2025, staying at a campground often costs more than a hotel, and you get a whole lot less. It's not just a minor price bump either. Some RV parks are now charging $80, $100, even $150 a night for a simple full hookup site. That's not luxury glamping in the mountains. That's for a basic pad of gravel with hookups in a crowded lot next to a highway. Private campgrounds are the worst offenders. They've turned what used to be an affordable, relaxing way to travel into a high-priced tourist trap. They pack in as many rigs as possible, jack up the rates during peak season, charge extra for pets, kids, or even an extra vehicle, and offer nothing in return but noisy neighbors, weak Wi-Fi, and strict rules. You're paying resort prices for a parking lot with a picnic table. Then there's the 10-year rule used by many parks to turn away older RVs, no matter how clean or well-kept they are. They'll smile and hand you a brochure, but if your rig's got a few years on it, you might be out of luck. It's class discrimination in the RV world, plain and simple. Even state and national parks, which used to be the affordable alternative, are raising their prices and booking up months in advance. Want to camp in a popular location? You'd better plan 6 to 12 months ahead or prepare to pay a premium on a third-party booking site. And boondocking? Great in theory, but even public land is seeing new restrictions, closures, and enforcement. Free camping is harder to find every year. So what are RV owners supposed to do? You buy a rig for freedom and flexibility, and you end up stressed out just trying to find a place to park it. Between the insane campground prices and the shrinking list of affordable options, the RV dream is getting crushed by greedy landowners and overbooked parks. Campground prices aren't just a nuisance. They're part of the larger affordability problem that's killing the RV lifestyle. When your monthly campground fees rival a mortgage payment, it's no wonder more folks are ditching their rigs, going back to Airbnb, or giving up travel altogether. The worst part is these park owners know they've got you cornered. You can't just pull over and camp anywhere, and they're taking full advantage. Until the industry figures out a better system, or people stop overpaying, campground costs will keep climbing. And the freedom of the open road? It's starting to feel more like a toll road with no exit. If you think your RV dealer or manufacturer is going to stand by you after the sale, you might want to sit down. In 2025, The customer support side of the RV industry is in shambles. From the moment you drive off the lot, it feels like nobody wants to answer the phone, nobody wants to fix your problems, and nobody takes responsibility for the junk they sold you. And unfortunately, it's not the exception, it's the rule. Dealers are quick to promise the world when you're signing papers. Friendly faces, confident claims, and lots of "don't worry, we've got your back." But try bringing that rig in for service a few weeks later. You'll suddenly hear about long wait lists, delayed parts, and service departments that are backed up for months. Warranty repairs? Good luck. You might get scheduled in 6 months if you're lucky. The real kicker? A lot of dealers don't even do the work themselves. They outsource it or tell you to contact the manufacturer directly. And the manufacturer? They'll point right back at the dealer. It's a blame game. And the one left holding the bag is always the owner. Meanwhile, you're stuck with a broken rig, vacation plans canceled, and payments still coming due every single month. Some buyers report spending more time in service bays than campsites during their first year of ownership. That's not bad luck. That's a broken system. This total lack of support is rooted in how the RV industry is structured. There's no real oversight, no lemon laws with teeth, and no accountability. Once your check clears, the system is designed to forget about you. You're just another number, another sale on the board. And if you complain loud enough, you might get a canned apology or a weak excuse, but not the help you actually need. What's worse is how the industry treats honest feedback. Instead of fixing the issues, they gaslight buyers or shut down complaints. People sharing their horror stories online are met with defensive replies or silence. Rather than improving products and service, the focus stays on pushing more inventory, especially the cheap stuff with high margins. RV owners are fed up, and rightfully so. You shouldn't have to fight tooth and nail just to get basic service or warranty coverage. You shouldn't have to become an expert in plumbing, electronics, and bodywork just to keep your 6-figure RV functional. And you definitely shouldn't feel like you're being ignored once the ink is dry on the sale. Until dealers and manufacturers stop chasing short-term profits and start treating their customers with respect, the industry will keep driving away its most loyal base. People don't forget how they were treated. And right now, the RV world is full of people who won't be coming back. For years, RV life was sold as the ultimate dream: freedom, simplicity, and the open road. But in 2025, that dream is starting to crumble, and a growing number of RV owners are walking away from it altogether. Why? Because what was once an affordable and adventurous lifestyle has turned into an exhausting, expensive, and frustrating grind. Let's start with the cost. Between the skyrocketing price of new RVs, outrageous campground fees, storage costs, maintenance, insurance, and fuel, owning an RV has become more expensive than many mortgages. People who thought they were buying freedom quickly realize they've bought into a lifestyle that bleeds money from every direction. Then there's the quality. New RVs today are plagued with problems. Cheap construction, rushed assembly, and lack of proper inspection mean that many owners spend more time fixing their rig than enjoying it. When something breaks, and it will, getting parts or warranty service can take months. The joy of the road quickly turns into the headache of repairs, delays, and broken promises. Campgrounds used to be a reliable, affordable escape. Now they're crowded, overpriced, and overbooked. Some charge more than a decent hotel, while enforcing strict rules and turning away older rigs with their 10-year rule. Boondocking has also gotten harder, with more restrictions and fewer places to go off-grid. People also expected RV life to bring peace and simplicity. But with poor internet, rising theft in certain areas, zoning laws, and constant maintenance, many find themselves more stressed than ever. What was supposed to be freedom often turns into a long list of frustrations and compromises. And let's not forget burnout. Living on the road full-time or even part-time sounds great until the reality of constant travel, isolation, repairs, and planning starts to wear thin.
Eventually, many people realize they miss having a home base, stable costs, and less chaos in their day-to-day lives. So they sell the RV, if they can, or park it and move on. And while some still love the lifestyle and find ways to make it work, the truth is, more and more people are saying enough is enough. The dream hasn't died, but the reality has worn them down. And unless the industry and infrastructure catch up, this wave of disillusionment isn't slowing down anytime soon. So yeah, RV life in 2025 isn't all sunsets and s'mores. It's overpriced rigs, cut corners, campground chaos, and a whole lot of disappointment for folks who just wanted a little freedom on the open road. And the worst part? The people running this industry don't seem to care. They're still pushing out junk at premium prices and acting surprised when buyers walk away for good. If you've made it this far, you probably get it. Maybe you're living it. Maybe you're thinking about buying and just wanted to hear the truth before getting burned. Either way, here's the bottom line. If you're going to jump into RV life today, you need to go in with your eyes wide open. Be picky, be patient, and don't let the brochures or shiny showrooms fool you. Thanks for watching. If you've got a story, good or bad, drop it in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going and help more people see what's really going on out there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time with more no BS takes from the road.